What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the double bonus mystery knife giveaway. Actually, the last four knives that I'll be giving away. So the final four knives, it's actually the final two original knives, and then the winners all get to pick two. So I had to add two more knives. So there'll be a couple of winners tonight, and they'll both be going home with not one, but two knives. So very cool. Until then, we will all be hanging out and participating in what we usually participate in, which is nonsense. I have to show you all something that will not fit on camera. Many of you who participate in a lot or all of my live streams may remember months ago me saying that I got super excited about, it's been over a year finally. Hey, you got your gold helmet. That's awesome. Hey, congrats. Thanks for supporting my channel for a full year. That's amazing. In celebration of that, I'm just going to do this right away. Let's start off the live stream by gifting 10 random memberships. These are from me. You guys, everybody who gets a membership from me tonight will have a membership for free for 1 month, and it's up to you if you want to maintain it. But there's 10 free ones from me. Hey, congrats on a year. That's cool. Very cool. All right. You think I'm cocky to claim it won't fit on camera? You just wait. You just wait there, guy. A few months ago, I said I got so excited about this company that they forge them. These are not production. These are not stamped and pressed. They make these things, hand make these things in the USA. Swords, but they have a look that I like. I have a huge appreciation for sword craft, right? I'm still learning about it. The rules are obviously completely different. There's the websites people always recommend, that Albion, and there's cool stuff there. The period accurate stuff just makes me sad. And I know that people who are really into swords are going to cringe at that and be like, well, you're not a true, sword enthusiast if you don't like the period accurate stuff. And I think that's perfectly fine. I don't find the period accurate stuff super interesting. I like modern contemporary looks, which is how this, what I'm about to show you guys, was described on a few different forums. The other way that these swords were described was, definitely not period accurate, but ridiculously durable, and definitely hardcore, definitely serious. So I had a custom sword made from this company, and I was a little disappointed with the fuller not being centered. Sent it back and said, get it. I want to get another one done, but I got to get that. I want to get it perfect, right? I finally got it. And let me tell you, oh boy, did they nail this. This is so nice. This is so unbelievably nice. Look at this. Big, long, two-handed, right? Ball pommel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that blade. Double hollow ground on a sword. 1075 tempered. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful USA custom sword. This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I am so happy with every part of this. You will get a full, look at that, even down to the tip. Yeah, dang, that is just wicked, man. So wicked. I am pumped. This thing really, it looks like, what I always assumed Excalibur looked like. So I'm pretty excited about that. Every last bit of that sword is hand done. That was not cheap, but I was very happy to get it. Very, very excited. It's not an incredibly long, it's actually like, for a two-handed sword, it's actually fairly short. I want to say the blade is 34 inches, something like that. But it's weighty. There's a lot of, the blade is super hefty. And it doesn't taper. It's the same width all the way down until the very tip. So there's a lot of weight in the blade. You can check out Sabersmith online. I would highly recommend checking out their swords. They look incredible. They have a lot of stuff that they make. And like I said, the first one, I was unhappy with the fuller centering. Sent it back. They said, no problem. They refunded me, and I got a new one. And the second one was perfect. Saber Smith. Check them out. I discovered them 6 months ago, and I think they have some of the best looking swords on the market. They are not cheap. You're going to spend between $400 and $1,000 depending on the length of the sword. They do bluing, they do like gold, black, you know. I went with black and silver. Thought that was the way to go. All right. Like the white and black. Oh, you like that? The white and black knife? Well, I have a link for this one. This, a ton of you guys bought these. This is the $142, $143 Manix 2 in Rex 45 in white FRN. This is a GP Knives exclusive, and you can actually buy it right now. In fact, I linked it in the description. This is about as cheap as it's going to get for an American-made Ultra Steel like Rex 45. I mean, we're looking at an FRN frame. And the nice thing about this, you can writ dye whatever color you want. But Rex 45 USA, and it's on the Manix 2 frame for 143, let's call it 145. I'm not going to complain about that. Some people will. I'm not. That's a ridiculously good price, in my opinion. I think GP Knives released an awesome product here. And I know that they had a ton of them, because I think the day they launched, 68 people used my links. And they're still in stock, which means, I mean, if 68 people use my links, who knows how many people bought it and didn't use the link. So they must have ordered a crap load. So as far as I know, that thing is still there, and there's a link in my description if you guys want to check it out. Thank you for so much great content, You Rock. You Rock, thank you for being a member of my channel, and thanks for watching my content. I'm always in a good mood. Like 98% of the time I'm in a good mood, but tonight's one of those nights, man, I'm just in a really good mood. A lot of just really great stuff happened today. My sword came in. I got news of just other really great things, and I'm in a great mood. So I'm always in a good mood when it's live stream night. I've said this many times. Doing the live streams at the end of the week is my favorite part of the channel. I love making content. It's really great, but hanging out with people and talking knives live is my absolute favorite thing to do. No, I didn't hit the lottery. That'd be the cherry on top. I did not win the lottery, but just a lot of good stuff today, man. Today was a rare 100% positive day. Just an absolute perfect day. And I've just been excited all day because I knew at the end of the day I get to hang out an hour and a half with you guys. So it sounds really cheesy. It sounds like I'm making it up and just saying it like it's obligatory because I'm a content creator. This is authentic. I legitimately enjoy doing this more than anything else on the channel. And listen, this weekend was planned for I need to do my my end of the year top knives video. And you guys, if anybody who watched last year knows that I always do a pre-video. I do like, here are my top picks right now. And this year, for the pre-video, I want to do top 20. I'm going to do the top 20 knives of 2023 so far. And then at the very end of the year, I'm going to narrow it down to the best 10. And then I'm going to kind of categorize them and say, here's the best in this class, in this class, in this class. Right? But I am going to do a top 20 video of 2023. So if you've been waiting until the end of the year to buy like the best knife that came out this year, and for some reason you're waiting to hear what I think, well, I'm gonna feed you, baby birds. Oh, that was a cringy line. Sorry. I had to finish the sentence. It started coming out. So you got to do what you got to do. Tri-State's in here. Awesome. What's up, Tri-State? Make sure you guys subscribe to Tri-State EDC. What is the top far right? That is I got this guy back out. It's one of my favorite integrals. This is the Liangma Model 18 integral in Microtech and eggshell titanium. One piece. Oh, but wait, it's also in Damasteel. Holy moly, what a beautiful knife. A knife that is not talked about enough. This was a ridiculously expensive version of this knife. I don't know if the Model 18 is still available. I doubt this version is, but I know that you can definitely get an S90V version of this beautiful integral on the Liangma website, or at least you could fairly recently. This is expensive. Even the base versions are expensive, but wow, it is very nice. Very, very nice. If I'm not mistaken, these are re-out produced, and that's what it feels like. Yes, that is a spicy boy. It certainly is. Only here for Tri-State. Paul shows up to my live stream just for Tri-State. That's nice. He's become a part of the he's become a part of the community here, and in general. And he has his own community on his channel. He doesn't have to be here. Oh, so let me. I want to take a. I'm just gonna gauge the chat here. Type 1 if you're a fan of like meaty knives. Let's not say overbuilt, because people like to. Type 1 if you're a fan of chunky boys. Huh? Let's find out who's a fan of the chunksters. Oh, we got a bunch. Surprise, surprise. The Metal Complex live chat is a fan of the chunksters. Would you all be very happy to find out that I can introduce you to a chunky chunkster premium knife that does not have the typical price tag? A true meaty boy. Yes, you're still typing, but I'm going to assume that you want to see this. This is the Microtech Arma with a 1/4-inch stock of M390. Milled titanium. Thick titanium. Thick backspacer. Right? All of this. Big, chunky knife. And guess what? It's under $300. I have the Microtech Arma also listed in the description right at the top. Microtech finally branching out and doing something weird and unexpected. A 1/4-inch slab of M390 and beautiful ergonomics. Almost kind of looks like a Ferrum forge, right? Big. I think it's 8 1/4, maybe 8.5 inches. Big, thick titanium frame lock. Beautiful, very premium, and incredibly so. Oh my gosh, it's Microtech, right? You actually have to kick it from down there. But yeah, really cool for a big, thick folding knife. Available for, I think it's like $295, making it one of the least expensive in its class. Microtech Arma. I was very surprised when they told me what the price point was going to be. And I said, absolutely, that is a very good idea, because most of these come in at $400 or $350. PMP Grizzly, sorry, I love you, but you're a 1/4-inch of D2 for $350. 1/4-inch of M390, and honestly, a little bit more snazzy looking for $300. Yeah, still high, but I mean, honestly, like, put it up. Tell me right now, how many other knives? 1/4-inch slab of M390 and titanium, like this. How many other knives are coming in under 300? Titanium and M390 to 1/4-inch. You let me know. That's pretty hardcore competition. It's still expensive, that's correct, but competitive. If you know of another one, tell me, because I'll check it out. Yeah, I was gonna say 0. 1/4-inch slab of M390. You can get a 1/5 of an inch slab of M390 from PMP through the Grizzly for $400. Blue on bottom. That's one of my favorites. That's the Shirogorov F3NS in Technicarbo and Vanax. Oh, Vanax 37, by the way, is just Vanax. That's the same thing. They also call it Vanax Super Clean, but Vanax 37 is also known as Vanax, the same Vanax that Kunwu uses. Very special Shirogorov there. Grail knife for sure. You could buy this and be done forever, because the best design of all time, in my opinion, the best designed knife. I'm not talking about economically, because this knife is ridiculously expensive. The best folding knife design of all time, in my opinion, is the F3NS. It is stupidly comfortable. Anybody in here who owns the F3NS will tell you the same thing. I can almost guarantee it. Top left and third from the left. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you picked the special boy. Good. I can't wait to talk about this. These came out of nowhere. Look at that pivot. Beautiful. The Caval knives Kamasu. Now wait, you're gonna think, oh, it's just like the reason he's getting excited is just because the blade looks cool. It does look cool, but this is not the thing. You have no idea. Get ready, all right? Hold on. I wasn't prepared for this. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys something amazing. If you have me on Instagram, you already know what's going to happen. Whoops. Give me a sec here. I know you already know what's going to happen. Just give me a sec to charge it up. Just wait. I promise you. You're like, oh, okay, it's going to glow. Big deal. Just wait! You can tell I'm fired up tonight, guys. It's going to be a weird live stream. Just bear with me. If you're thinking, like, I don't know, I could watch Mental Complex or I could watch something else. I could watch the Great British Baking Show. I need to catch up. Just save it. It'll still be there, but I'll be here being weird. Just give me a sec, okay? You ready? Oh, no, where's my lamp? Where's my lamp lighter? Now! The dramatic build-up is ruined! The theater! What? Where did it go? Darn it. Bear with me, guys. I'll do it again. But now I have to find this. Nothing is ever where I put it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys couldn't see where it was. That was embarrassing. This is the Citadel, by the way. The Citadel custom flashlight. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Also not a cheap thing, but definitely the only custom flashlight I own, and there's a reason for that. I think this is the coolest custom flashlight on the market. Okay, let's give a good charge to each one of these bad boys individually. Hitting it on high here. All right, now, behold! Oh, look at that. How beautiful is that, right? So cool. The light of the laptop is killing it just a little bit, but let me tell you, that nuclear blue, it's like some sort of glowy blue carbon fiber. Yeah, these guys, Caval, came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. They were like, do you want to check out our stuff? I saw this right off the bat, and I was like, holy crap. Not only does it look cool and different, like, this is actually a different design. Like, I mean, it really looks cool, and their quality is right on par with everything else that we've seen in the, the high-end Chinese production market. That's what we're seeing here, but really cool idea with the glow. And by the way, this other side is one solid piece of it. This blue glowy material, whatever it is, carbon fiber and something. I know some people are going to ask about the flashlight, so I'll give you guys a close-up. Some of the most precision. Look at that, how the cap screws on. Look how perfect the lines are there. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And then the emitter there. And it's got the red, 2 levels of red. I've shown this flashlight up before. I just absolutely love it. I watched the maker pick this thing up and hit it across his shop with a metal baseball bat multiple times. Has anybody else seen that video? He hits it like 10 times across his shop with a baseball bat. Works perfectly fine. Runs it over with a truck. Crazy. I'm not going to do that with this one because it was expensive, but pretty cool. 623 people in here already. What is going on? So happy you guys decided to spend your evening with me. We're going to be here for a bit. It took 15 presses to get the light you wanted. Well, it's adjustable. You got a lot of options. You got 2 options for red. You got 5 options for, I think 6,000K, or maybe it's 50. It might not be quite 6,000. It was pretty low. I think I might have requested 6,000K. Is that right, or am I wrong? How white is 6,000K? Is that too? It's 6K, 6,000K. I'm saying that. You can tell I'm definitely I'm a seasoned torch enthusiast, right? No, the brightness. I haven't done flashlights in a while. The cool. It's very cool. I guess it's the coolest of the cool. Where's Brewhound? He would correct. Or no, it's The torchbearer. I can't remember what we call him in the Discord. How many? So listen. I actually backed off of caffeine. I stopped drinking Monster, and I am down to, this is week number 3. I drink a single coffee, one coffee every day. Now, admittedly, it's a fairly strong coffee. It's got, I think, about 120 milligrams of caffeine, but I have reduced my total caffeine intake. I've decided that's too much caffeine. I also stopped taking my pre-workout. I don't need that anymore, and now that I've shown myself, hey, not only can you function, you can work, you can show the same enthusiasm while you work, and you can also work out without 400 to 500 milligrams of caffeine a day. There's no reason you need that much. It's also a dangerous amount, so I have backed off of that, and I feel better. I drink my coffee very slowly over the first 3 hours or so of the day, and I like cold coffee anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, the lanyard comes with the special edition of the F3NS, and I'm not going to remove it because it's just part of the... This is a collector knife for me, and the Shirogorov bead and everything else. It comes with it. I'm just going to leave it on there. No, I don't need pre-workout. I'm actually fine. I work out at about 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and the hardest part is just waking up, but I get in my truck, and I turn some music on, and by the time I get there, I'm ready to go. So my internal clock runs at, I wake up at about 4:45 and get dressed, and I get to the gym at about 5. So by the time I get there, I'm woken up. Team 5 a.m., yeah. I always used to be like, oh, cool, wow, so you wake up early and do it. But then, you know what? It's been a solid year of doing this. In fact, it's been about a year of waking up and working out early, and that is the way to do it. I'm more productive. I feel better throughout the day. This is about the healthiest I've been. Yeah, in the last 10 years, easily. This is the healthiest I've been. So, very happy. I figured I might as well tackle one thing at a time. Why not my caffeine consumption next? So, exactly. I go from 5 a.m. to about 6:30. Hour and a half a day. At least 5 days a week. Sometimes I'll get a Saturday workout in. What was the flashlight? It was the Citadel by Reaver Arms. Super nice flashlights. How much do I bench? I don't know. I haven't maxed in forever. I don't do that anymore. The best single rep ever was 355. My best rep max ever, it ended up being something. It was I can tell you what the rep max was. It was 2 plates and a 35. So is that 295? No, hold on. What's 2 plates and a 35? Yeah, that's right. It's 295. It was 295 for 11. So whatever 295... No, that's wrong. It was 295 for 9, not 11. Jesus. 295 for 9 was my best rep max. About lied to you. 295 for 11. No, 295 for 9. But I don't know if I could do that right now. I could probably do 275 for 9. I never got to 400, and I'm okay with that. I'll die happy. Do I bench my own weight? Yeah. Yeah, I weigh about 218 pounds, so I warm up with a plate, and then I jump to 185, and then 225, and then sometimes I'll do 245. Usually I jump to 275 from 225. So a plate and a half, 2 plates, 2.5, or 2 plates and 25, and then every now and then I'll go up to 3 plates and just do it for a couple, or I'll do 2 plates and a 35 and do it for a few. But that's usually, it's like 10, 8, 8, 6, 6. I don't know. It's something in there. 5 sets. Squat and deadlift? Nah, I don't really mess around with like squat is pretty relaxed. I don't do super heavy. It's like 2 plates or 2 plates in a 25. I kind of load it up with what I bench, and I do the same or higher reps. And same with deadlift. I don't go heavy anymore because that's where I got injured the most. And it's not because, well, it's because my form is bad. My form has been bad for so many years. I'm just not going to push it anymore. So, best squat was, I don't know, 405. Best deadlift was 465. I have pretty mediocre stats for a guy who weighs 218 pounds. There's a lot of guys in the gym who weigh the same as me who can easily lift more than me. A plate is 45 usually, 45 pounds, yeah. So, the warm-up is 135, 180. The warm-up's 135, then 185, then 225, then 275, and then 295 or 315, depending on how I'm feeling for that day. All reps, tapering down between 10 and 5. Some 315, I don't usually do 5. That's pretty hard to do 315 for 5. How tall are you? I'm a 1/4 inch shy of 6 feet tall. Can't lie about that. You can't lie about your bench press, and you can't lie about your height. You got to be real. Those are the 2 things that men lie about the most: bench press and their height. I'm 5'11 and 3/4 on the dot. Yeah, that is how our wrestling coach taught us to lift. This is how our football coach taught us to lift too. I just can't get away from it. It depends on the movement. If it's like a heavy movement, if it's like a big major muscle group, then it's a lower rep range. If it's more isolated, then I do higher rep ranges. There's no reason to do low rep ranges if you're trying to isolate deltoids. Like, you don't do sets of 5 if you're doing deltoids. You do sets of 15 to 20 for deltoids. That's volume. Same with biceps, triceps, stuff like that. All right, I know you guys are like, who cares? There's like 7 people in here. We got him on weightlifting, and I won't shut up. All right, I'm sorry. Back to the knives. You're 6 foot and shrunk to 5'11". You sound like my dad. My dad is like, I was 6'2" and I shrunk to 6'1". My dad's at least 2 inches taller than I am. And so is my little brother's a 1/4 inch taller than I am. Top left. This is the Quechua Illusion. And I thought, okay, typical right Quechua, and then I got the blade out. Oh goodness. Now that there, I'm not a big fan of recurves, but there's a handsome recurve, right? Oh boy, I'm a big fan of that finish, whatever this is. That's really nice looking. Very cool. I think these are about 250. Not bad. Pretty high polish there. My max calf raise. You can load up pretty heavy on calf raises. My calves aren't very big, but I feel like it doesn't take long to build the strength in your calves because they're meant to adapt so quickly. Would you like to check my rebladed 940 and 8020S? It sounds super interesting. Are they both from transparent knives? I would be, but I have such a pile of stuff to get through right now because it's that season where there's so much stuff coming in. You guys are going to see some absolutely ridiculous giveaways in the next few months, by the way, because I'm going to get rid of these knives. I'm going to start giving away small collections at a time. I have to, because I have so much. I'm going to give away so many knives from now until January 1st. You have no idea. But I have so much here that I have to get through to review. I just can't take anything on. But I really appreciate it, and perhaps early to mid next year, I might still be interested. I know that's a long time to wait, but hey, keep in contact, DM me on Instagram, and hang out in the live streams, and yeah, maybe. Do it one at a time. I mean, that's the problem. Think about, for every individual knife I give away, it's an individual box. I always ship priority, so it's a bare minimum of $8 per box. and I have to confirm with people. I have to copy and paste tracking and email it back out. And 1 or 2 at a time, it's no big deal. But there are times where I'm sitting down, shipping out 40 things at a time, shipping things back to people, shipping prototypes back to companies. Not only is it expensive, and honestly, sometimes companies will pay for the shipping, it's time consuming. And as a content creator who guarantees 2 uploads a day, it is very difficult. Even being a full-time YouTuber, it's hard to make time for that. I got kids, I got a family, right? Sometimes they like my daughter has dance in like the middle of the day, so I have to leave the house and go get her and take. So I have to balance it. I found a way to do this, but it's a hardcore razor's edge schedule, and that's how I get it done. So I only take on what I can manage. He doesn't answer much of anything. I try to. There are plenty of people in here who have gotten replies from me. I mean, it's just hard. You know, there's a lot of emails and there's a lot of DMs. And so I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I get to the end of the day and I go, you know what? I kind of just want to lay on the couch. You know, we're all like that. It gets to 5 o'clock and you're like, I'm done, man. I'm done working. Deploy the GD Glycon. Okay. All right. Officially my favorite OTF from Microtech. It is expensive, but God, this thing is cool. I mean, look at it. It's so cool. I love this knife. Amazing. If it didn't say Microtech on it, and I know this is USA Microtech. If it didn't, I would say 100% that has to be Chinese made, and that's not a bad thing. The accuracy and precision of Chinese OEMs nowadays it's so amazing that they're just in a different tier. If this wasn't Microtech, I'd say some ultra high-end Chinese company had to produce that. But Microtech is actually making these in the USA. That's amazing. It's hard to beat Microtech's precision on a production knife, USA made. Did you see the new BPU full tracks? They're still making the full tracks? Kyle, are you serious? I thought they discontinued the full tracks. I'm ashamed. I'm a Hinder fan. I didn't know about that. The Battlefield pickup full tracks? They have clones of it on Bud K. Pass. Chat. Do we like clones in this community? No. I mean, hey, if you didn't know that, I'm going to let you know right now. I am aggressively anti-clone. Aggressively. I would rather pay 500 times the price for an authentic pocket knife than spend anything on a clone. Pass. Boo. No way. And nothing against the person who commented. I mean, there's plenty of people who buy clones. It's fine. For some people, that's part of the journey, right? But no. You have too many choices to feel obligated to buy a clone. There are always inexpensive, authentic alternatives. You do not have to buy a clone. You can simply buy a really nice, inexpensive knife that is an original design. Because by doing that, you're not buying something that is leeching off of an original design. Now, we can split hairs about that all day. A few folks on Reddit certainly have tried to debate me. To no avail. But no, absolutely not. I'll stand my ground on that. No way. But listen, if you're on that journey for yourself and you're like, you know what? I don't care what MC says, I'm going to buy clones. I'll tell you why it's okay. Because clone buyers inevitably arrive at the same conclusion. Eventually they buy so many clones that they realize, I could have just bought the actual thing, and now I have all of these clones that are literally worthless on the secondary market. I mean, you can get a little bit, but you always take a bath on it. You always arrive at the same conclusion. You could have simply bought the real thing. And perhaps that's a doorway into buying the real thing, supporting the right market. So however you arrive is okay, as long as eventually you do. Right? That's an inevitability. If you're buying a clone, it means you're aware of the real thing, and that seed is in your head. It might not be an overwhelming force right now, but eventually it will be. Friends don't let friends buy Ethan grow. What's the full-time knife towards the center on the top row? Right here? This, I actually haven't looked up the price on it, but I'm almost certain it's very good. This is the Max Ace Meerkat in S90V. Let's look up the price of that right now. I'm going to do that. I'll tell you why, because I know it's good. Don't tell me I'm not looking at chat. I'm looking it up for myself. I can't even find it. Surely this is available. There it is. 158! 158! Max Ace. Doing God's work. This is a great little EDC knife. S90V for 158 bucks. How do you enter right here? How to enter. Step 1. Link in the description. Says right at the top, enter here, live participation required. Click on the link, listen to the short video going over the rules, and simply leave a comment. You do not have to pay anything or do anything. You don't even have to subscribe. If you're here, you're entered, and if your name is drawn, you will win. It's free. It's open for everybody. As long as I can mail to you in the United States, because I have to follow rules. $843 people in here. That is awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give away 10 more memberships. I'm going to give away 10 more memberships. Here you go. Here's 10 more. Because you guys are being really cool. If you get a membership from me, it'll be good for a month. It's up to you if you want to maintain it. It won't recharge you. Obviously, it doesn't have your credit card information, but you can be a knight for a month. Have your own badges. There you go. Thank you. Thanks for being awesome, guys. How many stitches? 5. I have 5 stitches, and I'm already looking at my next one. And I'll tell you why. I've been having a little chat directly with Microtech. I finally got to talk with Microtech. They finally noticed me. Yay! Microtech finally noticed me. So yeah, that's always nice to be able to talk directly with the companies. I threw that idea around of like a 12 days of Christmas theme on my channel, and I just couldn't figure out exactly how to make it work. And I realized I'm just going to come down to like doing live streams, and I'll be like, it's the 12 days of MC where every weekend we count down to Christmas and I give knives away. Oh wait, that's what I do 365 days a year. Like, so it's just the same thing that I do anyway. So yeah, I guess leading up to Christmas, expect more and more crazy giveaways, like in terms of like the quantity of knives. So only 350,000 subs later. They were super nice, like unbelievably nice. The guy I spoke with through Microtech was the most down-to-earth, and you know what was really cool? He said, periodically, it would be cool to have you review things, and of course, we want you to say exactly what you think. We don't want to control what you say. And I thought, that's pretty cool, because I feel like some companies, have a picture painted of them through just various things, and it wasn't necessarily that I wasn't expecting them to say that. I was like, that's great. They're not going to try to tell me how to do my thing. So thought that was cool. I thought you guys should know that. Jimmy Day says, who's the knight now? This guy. There you go. If you want to maintain those, it's $2 a month, but you're not going to hurt my feelings if you don't. It's fine. I just like giving memberships away. The top right knife is the Liangma Model 18. If you want to join Knights Around, if you just want to join, if you open the description, you'll gain your you'll get your own badge, and it'll change colors over time as you rank up. As you can see in chat, people have different colored helmets. This signifies how many years they've been a knight, or how many months or years, depending on the length. And then you'll also get the Excalibur emojis, which I'm sure the knights will show off in chat. But you'll have that in live streams under any video on my channel. Everybody will know you're a knight all the time. You'll be able to see it. Everybody will be able to see it. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th link in the description says become a member of my channel. It does support the channel, but as I always say, that's up to you. You can also just watch for free. That's fine. I'll be here either way. What knives am I giving away? It's a mystery. There are 4 mysterious pouches. There'll be 2 winners tonight, and each winner gets to pick 2 pouches. So obviously, whoever's drawn first gets the pick. Whoever's drawn second gets what's left. We started with 10 pouches, going 2 at a time. Got down to the last 4, and I did double bonus. So last week there were 4 prizes. This week there's 4 prizes. And then guess what? We start over with a brand new batch of 10, and I can promise you it won't just be 10 knives. It'll probably be over 20 knives because I have way too much to give away, and it's gotta go. Third from the top left. 1, 2, 3. That's the blue glow-in-the-dark Caval Knives Kamasu. I showed it earlier. You can rewind to the glowy part. Python's available. Yeah, but I've got one. I'm already dedicated to it. I'm going to work that lock emojis now by clicking the emoji button. You'll have all of them. If you look closely at the emojis, you'll recognize those swords. All your favorite stuff from all the video games, or a lot of the video games over the last couple of decades. You guys really like that top right knife. It's the Liangma Model 18 in Microtech, eggshell titanium. Beautiful. It's an integral. And has a Damasteel blade. Beautiful. One of my favorite integrals of all time. This is quite the dressy boy. I think, are there still Model 18s left on Liangma's side? This is not a small knife, by the way. Very smooth. Very good. I don't know. You guys, people saying, is Liangma whiny? I've interacted with Liangma multiple times, and I thought he was a perfect gentleman. It's really hard for me to judge people based on other people's interactions. I try to, obviously you have to take into consideration what other people say, but if you want my opinion, every interaction I've ever had with Liangma was very professional. He also didn't ask me for anything. He just talked to me like a regular person, and he was a nice guy. So, that's all I have to say. I can't say anybody's ever... Oh, wait, there was somebody who was mean to me. Who was it? Somebody got mad at me on Instagram. Alex... damn it, what was his name? He called me Buttercup. I can't remember what he was ranting about. He was ranting about something about, like... Now I'm sure I'm going to get a DM from him. Somebody's going to go tell on me. He blocked me. He got really upset. But, God dang it, what was his name? Alex, was it not Alex? It was some knife maker. He referenced me. I had no idea who the guy was. But there was this post, and everybody kept telling me, like, this guy's calling you out. And he was upset about something, and I got mentioned in passing. Reviewers getting knives and something, and he was really upset about, I don't know, he was ranting. And I messaged him privately, and I was like, "Hey, man, like, you don't have to be a slime ball about it." Like, that was the worst thing I said. I was like, "You don't have to be a slime ball about it. Like, if there's an issue you have with me, just, message me. I'm pretty easy to get hold of." And he blocked me, and then made a story, and he was like, he posted the message, which was totally docile. It was exactly what I said, and he was like, "Something Metal Complex Buttercup. If he wants to," and I was like, "You blocked me." And then made a story. Like, it was really weird. I can't remember his name. He was upset. Was it Alex? God, I can't remember. I don't know. I have no idea who he was. It was some knife. Steingrab? I gotta Google it. Oh, maybe. No, hold on. I gotta see his face. Oh, God. Yeah, I think it was. God, I don't know. I can't completely confirm it. Alex, yeah. Maybe he was just having a bad day. I don't know. Or is he normally fussy? I don't know. I doubt he cares now. I mean, who knows? Don't go stir anything up. But that was somebody who actually was like upset with me for something. I still don't understand what. I never got enough context. He blocked me too quickly. Oh, he's normally fussy? Okay, well. I mean, I'll be, hand extended for friendship. I just don't know who he is, and I don't know what his original problem was. It was something about, he said that he reached out to me for some, it was like a charity for some, I didn't understand. I was so confused. He was like, "Well, I reached out to you for charity, and you never said anything. So you're an ass." And then he blocked me, and I was like, "What is happening? I don't understand." I got so little information. But anyways, that was a long time ago. I just in the moment. He's probably a nice guy, and it was just an in the moment thing. He probably had an idea of me in his head, and then me messaging him and saying Slimeball, like, I fit the mold. So it opened up the doors for an attack, and then he did it, I mean, everybody says and does things in moments of, I do it in the comments sometimes, so I'm not completely innocent of that. So maybe he's having a bad day. I don't know. Who knows? I'll never know. I never got the whole picture. That's a good question. He says, "When are you going to hang out on the Discord again?" Believe it or not, I check the Discord 2 or 3 times a week just to see what people are talking about. I kind of lurk in the shadows, but I should participate more often. If I have time after the live stream, I will absolutely do that. We can't say he's whiny. I don't want to talk crap on another knife maker. Like, I'm whiny. Don't go attack Alex. Like, don't do that. I'm just talking about an experience I had. Like, the guy doesn't deserve that. But I'm sure it was just an isolated incident, This was a long time ago. This was a year or more ago. Don't do that. He's gonna be confused. There's no it's the same thing. He's not gonna have the context of it. And also, I'm not upset about it. I wouldn't even know what to be upset about. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go attack him. Don't do that. There's way too much in the knife world to enjoy to be bent out of shape about anything. I shouldn't even have brought it up. I was just telling a story. To be fair, I just Googled him and the knives look pretty nice. Hold on. Yeah. To be fair, they look pretty nice. That's all I know. Heard they rust. That depends on the composition and what you're using it for. I mean, M390 will rust if you leave it in salt water. We all like knives. Let's just celebrate what we like. That's the one thing that stuck with me. I was like, Buttercup. That's not a full insult. It's just kind of like a silly. That's like, you know, when you're like really mad in grade school and you can't like fully articulate your frustration. Somebody says something and they all laugh and you're like, well, your jeans are a dumb shade of blue. Like you say it too quickly and you're like, it wasn't a full insult. It was just like a more of a subjective, slightly aggressive thing to say. It's just, I wasn't fully. I just was not. Just wasn't sure what to do with that. Oh yeah, well you still wear long sleeve T-shirts when it's only moderately cold outside. You know, okay. About to hit 1,010 people in here. What's up? Greetings from Japan. Greetings to Japan. Okay. I've been called worse, believe me. What's the top left? You guys are all asking about the same knives over and over again. Is it? So I go to Bully Jog was saying a John Hughes film. Greetings from space. Benji Mielem's is in space right now. Good for you. It's amazing you have good, well, Starlink though. He's probably got great internet connection up there. I saw Starlink for the first time. It was amazing. I've never seen it. They must not. It blew my mind to see Starlink in the sky. It was bizarre. I mean, I don't know if maybe you're like, yeah, that's not really that cool. Everybody's seen Starlink, but I saw it for the first time the other night, and I was mesmerized. I stood out there and watched it go across the sky for, I don't know, it seemed like 10 solid minutes. It was really cool. Greetings from the subterranean realm. Wow, we got people tuning in from all geographic locations, geometric locations, in fact. That's not the right word. Bottom right third. Right here. God dang it. The Herman Vespertilio with the beautiful high reflectivity tumbled finish. Possibly the best EDC profile in their lineup. Really nice. Really great overall EDC profile. This is mine now. For now. It's mine for now. What does that mean? Just wait. Wait and see. I am from Parallelogram. It's interesting that you're from a shape. Do alternate dimensions exist within two-dimensional shapes? Perhaps within three-dimensional shapes? I have no idea. Maybe. Depends on your concept of reality, I guess, right? I prefer to stay here. I like this reality, personally. It rhombus. Lucifer said rhombus. I agree. Rhombus is... That's an apt analysis, Lucifer. I was born in Middle Earth. I feel like I was too. I can't prove it, but I feel like I was. You like that Stormtrooper? It's linked in the description. This guy sure does promote his affiliate links often. Golly. It's almost like he's advertising to us. You know what? I think this guy's bought and paid for. I think I've figured it out. Yeah, there's links for the Stormtrooper Manix too in the description if you want to check it out. I will make money from that. If you click on that link, you will be giving me a portion of what you pay for as a commission. I will use that commission to buy more knives and then turn out those knives into content. That's what I will do. If you didn't know, if you ever wondered, that's what I will do. Midwest Gear, thanks for the donation, very kind. Have you got a chance to try the Golden Design Works caliber? You're not the first person to bring this up to me, so I do need to mention this. If so, thoughts on the button frame lock? I have to check it out. I've never heard of a button frame lock. Somebody tried to use my card, my business card, for $700 worth of Starlink. I had to turn my card. This is the longest running card. Ever since I started a YouTube channel, my card gets hacked fairly often. I don't know how it happens, but it does. And somebody from the Middle East tried to use my card to buy $700 worth of Starlink connectivity. So that was interesting. They didn't get it. Is buying from Etsy or AliExpress legit? So you'll get the stuff from either. If you buy from AliExpress, you're likely buying either an authentic original Chinese design or you're buying a clone of something. Etsy, you're buying something that's most of the time authentic, sometimes a clone, but it's a little bit more of a dice roll. That's a weird kind of ironic thing. AliExpress is going to sell you what they're saying, but oftentimes you're buying a clone of something. I don't like to promote AliExpress, and Etsy can be hit or miss, but I do buy things periodically. I buy like small shop custom pieces from Etsy, like like pocket clips. I bought the pocket clip from my 8010 off Etsy. I think that's fine. I don't like DHgate, Alibaba. I don't like AliExpress because they carry so many clones. To be fair, so does Amazon. But it's like all of those sites are just like, yeah, clones are here, you know? And people who have gone through the journey and have figured out, you know, in my opinion, the right way to do things, they avoid those websites. If you're going to buy from a website, at least, I mean, if you're going to buy a Chinese knife, at least buy it, you know, if you live in the United States. If you don't live in the United States, you can ignore me. But my rule is if I live in the United States, I'm going to buy from a U.S. retailer, you know, unless the product is offered elsewhere or originated elsewhere. Here's a great example, Polish custom knives. Herman knives are carried there. They used to be exclusive. Now they're also offered on DLT. I still like to support Polish custom knives because that's who introduced me to the product. And that's the country of origin. That's where Herman knives originated. So of course, I like to give them credit, right? You don't have to follow my line of thinking. I'm just telling you guys how I think. Just that it doesn't make perfect sense. I don't always make perfect sense, but you guys know that. I do have Patreon. 1, 2, 3, 4 links in the description if you want to support this channel via Patreon, which is different from the channel memberships. You can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month and you'll gain access to every single tier. There are tiers up to $50 a month. That's entirely up to you. There's no difference. You can support my channel for $1 a month. You'll gain access to Patreon exclusive weekly content, Patreon exclusive monthly giveaways, and Patreon exclusive knife sales. If you've ever wondered, does Metal Complex sell his knives? I do. Quite a bit, actually. There's plenty of patrons in here, I'm sure, who have some of my knives. I always sell them at an extreme discount, sometimes half off, and I only sell them to patrons. So if you'd like to be a part of that, you can join my Patreon and give me more money for knives that I'll buy and maybe eventually give away or sell. That's what I do. That's kind of how I keep the cogs going. But yeah, there you go. FedEx just delivered my Microtech MSI RAM lock. Pretty nice. That's awesome. Congratulations. This is a nice knife. Definitely in the running for best of 2023. What sellers? Oh, there's so many. Blade HQ, DLT, GP Knives, Going Gear, River's Edge Cutlery, PVK Vegas, Southern Edges, Knives Plus, Knife Center. There's so many. I mean, the ones in my description, I've tried to diversify. If you look at all the affiliate links in my description, you can see I'm trying not to be biased towards any one retailer. So I accept affiliate programs through tons of different retailers so that you guys can choose where you buy knives. But I only accept affiliate programs through places that I know to be authentic. So basically, if it's in my description, it's a safe place to buy and it's a good place to buy. Hey, thanks, James. My weekly allowance from James. Thank you. I appreciate that. E-Knives. E-Knives is incredible. I can't believe I left them off my list there. If you live in Europe, Tools for Gents. Happy to finally add a European dealer there. I've got Polish custom knives down there as well. Second knife in the bottom following the Microtech. That's another Microtech. This is the Microtech Shadow Auto Stitch. Fully blacked out with no markings of any type. Just totally black, the way that it should have been. I think the only thing is actually on the pocket clip, but it's still black. My favorite of all the auto stitches. Slight bit of bronze back here, just in these two. I think they're both stop pins. Yeah, just the stop pins, but other than that, it's black. Shadowy goodness. Ah, the Cree knife. The Kanawanagare. That's definitely not right. Kawananagare? Kawananagare, I'm pretty sure, is the name of that. CME Kawananagare, I think. Are all Microtechs auto? No. Ramlock stitch, for example. Fully manual. You can get an automatic stitch or you can get a manual stitch. Plenty of others that are also manual, but right now, most popular being the MSI and the stitch. This is the aluminum version. Right now, my favorite version of the manual USA stitch. Well, they're all USA, but the aluminum ones are fantastic. You can get a tan MSI right now? Go tan. If you can get a tan one, get a tan one. You serious? You can get a bronze MSI? Kalama ding dong. Oh, nice. Your Manix 2 and Rex 45 will be here Monday. Oh, we're taking a moment for the Zelda music. This isn't Zelda. This is, Kinyu. I don't know, it's all in Japanese. A lot of these, I've found out that a lot of these tracks are actually borrowed. So a lot of our favorite popular American NES music was actually borrowed from other previous Japanese titles. What's the one to the right of the Stormtrooper? That is, oh God, let me get his card. This is the most special, one of the most special boys on the table. Let's just show that off real quick. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Beautiful. Custom. South African custom. Beautiful. Watch this. Oh. Oh. Okay, so let me show this guy off. Please follow this guy on Instagram. Anton Knives. I cannot pronounce this name. I've gotten it wrong so many times. Beautiful. Here's the info. Boudica Angel's Finger. This is the shorter version. Arteville 34 Harpoon Warncliffe. And we have the Black Tie Mascus, etc., etc. Absolutely stunning custom work. Oh, hey. Love you, but soundtrack is burning a hole in my forehead. I'm sorry. I love the Nintendo music, man. It just gets me excited. Speaking of music, the craziest song that I have heard, you guys know I'm a gigantic... If you didn't know this, and you'd ever wondered, like, I wonder, his name's Metal Complex, I wonder if he likes metal. The answer is yes. I like some of the nastiest, heaviest, hardcore metal ever. And I want, if you're a metalhead, I want you to look this band up. You might not like them. You might like them, and that's totally fine if you don't, because this is definitely a weird genre. It's a Japanese metal band called Jiluka, Jiluka, and the song is called Venom. Oh my God! It's like Japanese Lorna Shore mixed with gent and dubstep. Imagine that. Japanese Lorna Shore, but there's gent and dubstep mixed in. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's one of the most ridiculous. It has one of the heaviest final breakdowns. There are two just bone-crushing breakdowns in that song, and the final one is it messed my brain up. I lost my equilibrium was thrown completely off balance. I'm glad you. I have a broad joy. Let me explain my joy from music. I'll explain what I like. Not country. There you go. Now you know what I like. If it's not country, I will find a song that I like. Unless it's The Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks, which is the most authentic country song of all time. Outside of that one country song, I don't like country. The Thunder Rolls gets a pass because I feel that song. I feel it. It's real. New country blows. I would rather have someone pack 40 pounds of coleslaw into a Civil War cannon and sit cross-legged in front of it while they light the fuse than listen to any Brad Paisley song. Any Brad Paisley song. I will take the coleslaw to the face. You don't like country? We're no longer best friends. It's okay if you like country. It's just, I mean, like, I don't have the ear. It's country is like, it's like rock music, but it's really slow. It's just like, I need something to happen. Like, nothing happens. It just, the song like starts off, it like a slow start off the line, and they kind of ease into 30 miles an hour, and then they slow back down to 15, and then the transmission dies. Like, that's country music in a nutshell. It never really gets anywhere. You know, it just doesn't go. Like, go. Like, put your foot on the throttle. Let's go. I love bluegrass. There's right there. I love bluegrass. If you took country and gave it a metal element, but you took all the gain and distortion out of it, guess what you have? You have bluegrass. Those guys can play instruments. Holy crap. I love bluegrass. It's so good. I absolutely love bluegrass. Which people say, well, technically that's a subgenre of country music. Shut up. Bluegrass is its own thing. All That Remains cover of The Thunder Rolls is perfect. It is. I love that. It's amazing. Yeah, I love that. It's very good. You like to cry and listen to Keith? Oh, man. Ryan Scott, thanks for the donation. Lorna, Signs of the Swarm, Infinite Annihilator, Slaughter Prevail. Yeah, those are all great bands. I wish they chose a different name than Infinite Annihilator, but they do make some good music. I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, yikes. Really? Like, that's... Just gonna go with that name. Don't need to know the motivation behind the band's name selection, but okay. Bees sends his love. Hugs and kisses. Send my love back to Bees, and make sure that you guys go hang out with Bees as per usual. It's become a normal thing. When you're done with my live stream, please keep the party going and go hang out with Bees, or feel free to leave right now and go hang out with Bees because he's an awesome guy. And you should hang out with who you want to. Disembodied Tyrant has some of the heaviest breakdowns I've ever heard. Okay, I'll check them out. I've never heard of him. Thanks for your donation. So many metalheads. So many so many metalheads. Like in at least in my chat. God dang, there's almost 1,200 of you in here right now. 5 more minutes, we're gonna draw, people. So buckle up. You don't want a headache. I mean, I can understand why. I think metal is one of the hardest genres to get into. The first time you hear like crazy metal, a lot of people are like, "Oh, metal? Like you mean like Marilyn Manson?" No, not like Marilyn Manson. The first time people hear like right now, listen. If you're not a metalhead and you want a good example of what people are talking about in here. Look up the song To the Hellfire by Lorna Shore. That's what people are talking about. And talk about one of the most difficult things to listen to if you're not a metalhead. It's impossible for people to like be like, why would anyone willingly listen? I listen to Lorna Shore while I'm just going to the grocery store. I'm just like, just sitting there, just casually, just like, gonna go get some pears. Just throw on Lorna Shore to the Hellfire while I'm on my way to the grocery store because I really like it, you know? But if you don't like metal, you're like, why would I want to listen to the sounds of torture and distortion? You know? But if you're into it, you're into it, you know? Hey MC, any chance of playing some heavy stuff for us metalheads in chat? That's the trick, is finding copyright-free metal. Here. Let's do copyright-free heavy metal. Copyright-free metal music. Okay, here's a song. So this is what copyright-free metal sounds like. Oh. Actually, this isn't bad. It's all right. Copyright-free, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Diet the Browning. The problem with metalheads is that the community is very divided because you have so many purists. And so, like, authentic metalheads don't like new age metalcore. They don't like all the subgenres, and they get really upset. So you can't say metal unless you're referring to original metal. And there's a bunch of people here with their fingers in the air going, I was about to say that, but now I'm not sure how to express myself. Yeah, we know. But to me, it's like whatever gets my blood pumping. I like the technical stuff, and I also like the simple stuff. This is a little simpler. That's fine. It reminds me of Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Okay. I like Ronnie Radke, for example. I also like Slipknot. I also like Judas Priest. You know? Seven Dust. The Browning. Lamb of God. I like Ice Nine Kills. I'm naming a crap load of different bands from different decades and different genres. I like all that stuff. I think Ronnie Radke is one of the greatest creators right now, but I think Spencer Carness is hot on his tail. Spencer Carness of Ice Nine Kills is one of the most creative people in the landscape of heavy music. Static X is also great. I like the industrial sound. The problem with this playlist is we're going to get an ad between every song, which kind of sucks because I'm too cheap to buy YouTube Premium. I think it's time to draw, folks. So you know what that means? It means we're going to move these out of the way, and then I'm going to take a bathroom break, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to draw. This is what I like to work out to, but my alternative is heavy orchestral music. I like to listen to like classic, like heavy classical music with big symphonies, and I think there's a a very organic correlation between heavy metal and classical music. It's very similar in a lot of ways. So listen, if you haven't entered yet, enjoy these sweet metal tunes while you look at these two rectangles. Okay, for a good minute, you guys are going to be sitting here in silence, chatting amongst yourselves, over 1,000 of you, looking at two, poorly written out white rectangles that explain how to enter. Let me change the song here real quick. See if we can get to an actual like playlist. That would be better. Or actual like one. Here we go. No copyright. Here we go. All right, that's fine. So listen, how to enter. Step 1. It's a link in the description. Leave a comment. That's all you got to do. You have to do that. Sitting here and just being in chat and typing in chat, it doesn't do you any good. You have to follow these instructions. It's a link in the description. Just click on the link and then go to the video and leave a comment. Enjoy the tunes. I'll be back. Alrighty. It's time. Thank you for those high scores. Super high scores tonight on my bathroom break. Thank you. It's on 1100 there. That's pretty cool. Nice of you. God, chat is flying. Give me. Okay. So here are the 4 pouches. Oops. We got 4. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to draw a name, and whoever's name is drawn gets to choose 2. And then I'm going to draw a second name, and that second name gets the remaining 2. I honestly can't remember what's in here, but we'll find out. Chat amongst yourselves for a moment while I warm up the iPad, because we're still a very manual channel, even after 5.5 years and 3,800 uploads. You're welcome. You're welcome for that. Thank you for supporting this channel. This isn't bad. I'm okay with this. This isn't hyper heavy music, but it's okay. It's almost like ambient, just guitar, like just generic guitar music. I think there's not enough piano in heavy metal. I think piano and violin goes really well with heavy metal, and we don't hear enough of it. Give me a sec here, ladies and gentlemen. While we're waiting, once again, you can join my channel membership program. There's a link in the description if you want to support this channel, get badges for yourself and Excalibur emojis for yourself. $1.99 a month. You can also join Patreon, which is separate. Also supports the channel. It's $1 a month or as low as $1 a month. You'll gain access to private giveaways, private Patreon content, private knife sales, and a private chat and private Discord for $1 a month if you want to. Quite a bit there on Patreon. It's up to you. Both in the description. Sorry, I'm trying to fill the air. It's a bad way to like fill the silence is by promoting my own stuff. Sorry. Well, we only got 10% left on the old iPad here. All right. Here we go. We're going to reload the page so everybody knows it's a fresh page. There we go. Scroll here. We're going to paste the link for the video, which you can check for yourself to make sure that it is, in fact, the same video you watched earlier. we're going to filter duplicate users so that everybody has an equal chance to win. We're going to scroll down here, and we're going to get YouTube comments. Judging by the population tonight, I expect there are 14 or maybe even 1,500 comments. We'll find out. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this format. This has really been working out well. Everybody's been having a good time, and obviously the population is much higher. So I'm going to take it you guys are all good with this, the way I've been doing things. So I'm going to keep doing it this way because you guys seem to like it. Basically, if you guys like it, I'm going to do it. I like this a little more. It's kind of a little thrashy. Keep an eye on that battery. I got you. I see it. Oh. 1,485 comments with 1,322 people in here. The first winner is EDC Soldier. Thanks for the great giveaway opportunities, MC. Thank you. We are looking for EDC Soldier in chat. EDC Soldier. There he is. Oh, it's a Platinum Knight. Oh, man. That's the first time a Platinum Knight has ever won. That's awesome. You do not have to be a Knight to win. That just happened that way. But hey, congratulations, EDC Soldier. Yeah, you won, buddy. That's great. Platinum Knight. That means he's been a member for 2 years solid at least. Very cool. All right. EDC Soldier. We're going to number these 1, 2, 3, and 4. You need to pick 2. So tell me what numbers you want. Chat, I need you to slow down so I can see him. EDC Soldier, let me know what 2 you want. Try to slow it down a little bit for me, chat. I appreciate it. Ron Jackson, welcome to Knights of the Round. Raise your swords for Ron. It's okay to raise your swords. We got to celebrate when it's appropriate. But at the same time, looking for EDC Soldiers picks. EDC Soldier, still looking for you, bud. I'm still looking for you. If somebody saw his picks, you gotta let me know. EDC Soldier, just looking for 2 numbers from you. He picks 2 and 3. Okay, there's enough of you there. I'm gonna believe you. 2 and 3. I didn't. There's too many people saying 2 and 3. Okay, so number 2. Number 2, I forget what this is, but what we have here is a very thin send cut front flipper, but it works, and I'll tell you why, because it's a liner lock instead of a frame lock. So it actually does work pretty well. It's a nice little kind of office carry knife or something you can throw in your vehicle. Nice knife. Inexpensive, right? But it'll work. 2, and congratulations on that. That'll be yours. 2 and 3. Number 3. Oh, now we got a little bit of a spicy boy here. We have one of the concept knives in, I think the name of it is actually on here. The Nest Street in their beautiful matte Damascus and shred carbon fiber. Definitely the premium one of the bunch there. That is a super cool knife and very good looking and will work very well for EDC. This is one that I would legitimately recommend carrying. The Nest Street is a fantastic EDC knife. Works very well with the reverse flick. Ergonomic lines are very good. The pocket clip is also very good. Look at that. And unfortunately, it's not ambi. I was hoping it was ambi. But access to the liner lock, all that. It's everything that you'd want in a good EDC knife, and it's just very, very dressy. So there you go, the Nest Street. I think this is a fairly expensive knife, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody wants to look up the price of that and let chat know, that'd be great. But if I remember correctly, it's a fairly pricey knife. Yeah, great detent. Somebody said that. It's exactly right. And the thumb studs are good too. Look. See how they did that? That's what I like to see. Great thumb studs on that one. Very cool. So those are yours. So how do you give me your information? Please, for the love of God, do not post your address in chat. I saw somebody do that one time, and I thought, oh my God, please don't do that. Please message me privately at metalcomplex87@gmail.com so that not everybody knows your address. I will not give your information out to anyone. But give me your information. Please don't worry, EDC Soldier. Please do not worry if I don't respond to you all the way until next Friday. I promise you, you'll get your knives, but I do everything at a certain time of the week, and that's when I do it. So you'll get your tracking information on that day, and I'll ship it out. Takes a little bit because I got my schedule. I do my shipping at the end of the week, so that's why. But you'll get both knives. I'll pay for the shipping, and yeah. And actually, one of those pouches should have had something else in it. Yeah, you'll also get a platinum knife. I think these stickers are cool. I mean, come on. Look at that. That's a cool sticker, right? That's a nice looking platinum night helmet sticker. Come on. I got one of the coolest stickers, right? Just tell me that. Just help my ego out, right? That's a nice looking sticker. You'll get that sticker too. All right. Someone said no. Well, I disagree, but that's okay. Forget the knife. I'm glad you like those. Those platinum helmet stickers worked out well. Those holographic sticker mule ones. I was like, dang, that was a good color. That bright blue. It's the same badge as the 2-year. So that's perfect, actually, because he's a 2-year knight and he gets his own 2-year sticker. There you go. Perfect. All right. Second name. And congrats again. Round of applause. Real quick. Get all of your spamming out right now. Get it out. Get all your spamming out right now. Give them a congratulations. Get all that out, because when I make the next name, I need chat to slow down so I can actually see the winner. So if you feel like you got to spam, you got to just do it now. Somebody left a donation there. Great sticker for the old ego. Yeah, exactly, right? Have you seen? Did you guys know that I have this? Whoops. I knocked all my swords over. Look at this. The giant wooden golden knights. Somebody, my buddy here locally, Zell, made me this giant wooden, like handmade wooden structure of the golden knight. Look how big this is. He made this and painted it himself. Isn't this awesome? I wish I could show you guys the whole thing. It's amazing. He made me 2 of them. Unbelievably cool. All right. All right. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. It's time. It's already 8:05. I want to spend some extra time with you guys, so let's calm down. Reload the page. Paste the link. Paste the link. There we go. Filter users. Get comments. We got to do this again for late entries. Let it roll. Let it roll. Uh-oh, we got some country music now. Just kidding. It's just a little light for me. There we go. There we go. Generic early 2000s. This makes me think of maybe a little bit of maybe Kill Switch. I don't know. No, not so much now. It's almost just as, it sounds just like the last one. I mean, that's what you get with copyright free. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Spicy meatball. What do we got here? There he is. There. That's why we wait. You guys are ready to bail on him. Hobby, I got you. Don't worry. Most people in here were ready to back you up, but we had a few people that were bailing on you. They were ready to leave you behind. Rachel! You guys try to bail on Rachel too. This is sick too. Okay, Hobby Hobbit. You don't need to pick because the last two are yours. And I know, listen, one of them has not been drawn yet, and I'm going to tell you right now, one of them you're going to be, at least one of them you're going to be very happy with. Okay, so this is not the one I was talking about, but still very cool. The real still, I always forget the name of this one. But it's K110 micarta and an axis lock, and one of the best axis locks at this price point because of the tension and the feeling on it. This is a very good EDC knife. Nice steel shadow box liners. We have the contoured micarta scales. Nice pocket clip. Ambi mounting position, so if you're left-handed, then there you go. Very, very good action on this K110 axis lock flipper. This is just fingerprints from me touching it, but there you go. Very cool. That one's yours. The other one, can't believe it, made it till the end. There it is. Oh, that ting. Did you hear it? Ah. What's the name of this one? CPM 20 CVN titanium. Yep. Black titanium. And we have the beautiful sheep's foot blade. Help me out with this one. I keep forgetting. I have the box right over to the side. Variant. That's right. The Variants. Not an easy knife to get if I'm not mistaken, and an incredible day-to-day design. Absolutely fantastic. Cubist Variants. I think that's the P3. I've had this for a bit. It is very, very good, and you will definitely enjoy carrying this knife. Absolutely. There you go. Definitely the most one of the most expensive knives out of the bunch, and once again, it made it all the way to the end. So congratulations on those two prizes. Very good. Please email me your full shipping information, including your name, your shipping address, and the exact knives that you want. And again, don't worry if I don't message you back until all the way until Friday. You will definitely get your prizes and your shipping information, your tracking. Congratulations. All right. Let's put these away so we don't get marks on them. Oh, and you also got a holographic Platinum Knight helmet. Just thinking back, remember when the smock got marked? I've learned from that day. When Ricky bailed out the winner, and the winner chose the marked up knife anyway. That was an epic day on this channel. Anybody here from that live stream? Was anybody here for the live stream where I put a nick in the red 20 CV DLT exclusive smock, the grand prize of the live stream, and I freaking screwed it up live? And I like tried to play it off initially. I was like, oh no, it's just debris. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, no, I definitely just marked it. I flipped a knife into it. Glock Shooter was there. I know he was. What live stream was that? Oh my God. If you guys are wondering what happened to Knife Guy, don't worry. It's coming back. I took a break from it, but Knife Guy will return. I have more Knife Guy episodes planned in the future. It was just time for a break. I've got a list of topics for Knife Guy, and it's coming. 30,000 subs, I think Zero Malice is correct. And I would trust him considering he's a minimum 2-year knight. Wow, this is also a crispy beat here. Need some vocals though. Need some vocals with this. Some low growl vocals. We need some of that. PMB, yeah, PMB is clean. All right, this is hangout time. Hangout time for anybody who wants to hang out. My wife and kids are eating dinner at Grandma's tonight, so I'm gonna sit in here and hang out with you guys until I hear the garage door. Could be 15 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be an hour, but I'm staying right here. And if it's okay with you guys, I think I'm gonna listen to these crispy metal beats for a bit. Go Chiefs! Holy crap! I was so happy to beat the Dolphins. Hey, we got some memberships here. Thank you. That was very generous. Jeremiah Shore, thank you very much for the memberships. Winners, you can thank Jeremiah. Oh, I can't actually scream. I do the fake whisper thing. You know that thing, we've all tried in our vehicles when we're just like driving by ourselves. If you like metal, we've all tried it. You know how hard it is? You know, you instantly have more respect for people like lead singer Lorna Shore now. God dang it, I just forgot his name. Who's the lead singer of Lorna? Damn it. Why did I just forget his name? He's like the biggest... Will Ramos, thank you. You have massive respect for somebody like Will Ramos. Unbelievable. I can't do that. I've tried to. Can't do that. Yeah, you felt that? Yeah, right. We've all tried that. We've all tried to make those noises. Oh my gosh, no way. Even cupping my... Even like, like trying to cup your hands over your mouth and make that noise. No way. It's not the same thing. Those guys are mastercraft. Apocalyptica? I love Apocalyptica. Come on, man. I know Apocalyptica. With the cellos. They're great. Will Ramos had some college did a study on him. They shoved a camera down his throat to see what was happening inside his throat because his voice is so unnatural. I can't remember the exact study, but that actually did happen. Overtone sing. I don't know what that is. God, these are good. These non-copyright metal songs have been not bad. Ah, love it. Double bass. Machine gun. This one is filthy. Makes me want to just go out into the country with jean shorts and just beat on a big piece of roof metal with a sledgehammer. That's that's metal to me. That's country metal. That's what I want to do. But just by myself in a dead wheat field. Are you in Slipknot? No. Corey? No. But I do love Slipknot. It's amazing how long Slipknot has stayed relevant. Like Slipknot can release anything at this point and like it's guaranteed massive attention. I read an article that they spent their first big check on like DVDs and like a bunch of bullcrap that young kids would spend their money on. And they just didn't know how to manage their money and like taxes ate them up and it was just like somehow they managed to come out of that and be successful. Now obviously they've suffered, some members much more than others. But the journey of Slipknot is truly amazing. If you didn't know how big Slipknot is, I saw them live. To this day, the two best live shows I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen 20 or 25 live concerts. Slipknot and Ozzy Osbourne have been the best live performances I have ever seen. Slipknot puts on a show, man. Slipknot is unreal. Double bass. Tremolo. Is that what they call it? Tremolo. Nick Nocturnal. I learned a lot from Nick Nocturnal. Tremolo. If you're not a metal fan, I'll turn you. I mean, maybe not all of you, but some of you I might. I know I've got at least a few people interested that were like, you know what? I exclusively listen to jazz, and I also like the pan flute, but you know what? Maybe I could get into this metal business. Some of this metal business is, it's a real knee slapper. It's a real toe tapper. Imagine you exclusively listen to the pan flute and you're like, you know what, I'm going to give metal a try. You guys are awesome for so much music I have discovered through you guys. And I actually go back and look through the live chat when we talk about metal so I can learn about new bands. So I appreciate it. If I'm not acknowledging you right now, I can guarantee you, I'm going to take note of the timestamp here. Yeah, I'm going to go back to this exact moment tomorrow when I can pay more attention and actually take down the names of these bands you guys are suggesting. Pan flute metal is a genre that's obviously, there's got to be a huge market for pan flute metal. Metalocalypse. So Death Clock is they have a special place in my heart because it's like, it's mock metal. Like it's written by a true metalhead, but it's absolutely capturing the essence of every metal trope. And they nail it so well. And they make some of the most epic music. Bloodlines by Death Clock is one of my favorite songs. Oh my God. You like metal? Have you guys? So many of you, if you like metal, you have to listen to Bloodlines by Death Clock. God, that song is so good, man. That song's so epic. Bat metal is, very good. Bloodlines is an absolute banger. Thunder Horse is the original. That was the only song I ever played on Guitar Hero at Master. So I'm obviously a master musician. Thunder Horse. So good. Mermaider, yes, also epic. Do they make a bad song? They're like the Linkin Park of mock metal. It's kind of like Death Clock is like Dimmu Borgir meets. You can't ignore the Dimmu Borgir in Death Clock. Right? Death Clock is Dimmu Borgir and who? Who is the combination? Dimmu Borgir and who makes up Death Clock? Maybe Cannibal Corpse, actually. Metallica was also my major introduction. You know what it was? I listened to the S&M album when I was 14 years old. Metallica S&M, and I was like, what in the holy hellfire is this? No Leaf Clover and Enter Sandman with the orchestra absolutely exploded my stupid little middle school brain. I went to oblivion in that album, and I discovered a whole new genre. Before that, it was Papa Roach, Limp Bizkit, Korn. Those are all great. I still love them. Kid Rock. But when I heard Metallica's S&M, which, funny enough, came before all that, I didn't know what to do, man. I started really exploring. Under Oath, also like Under Oath. San Francisco Philharmonic, absolutely. Fantastic. Joe Damon. God. Amazing. Think of all the collaborations. Apocalyptica, absolutely. Yeah. The Migron. This is, so I mentioned this earlier when there was a bunch more people in here, but this is the least expensive overbuilt knife in the class. 1/4 inch stock of M390. Heat treated in the same place that Riot does their heat treats. Textured titanium, thick slabs of titanium. Beautiful action. This knife has one downfall, and it's why they have this long backspacer. It's to cover how close the blade is. You can touch it right here, but it's just a little bit. D10 is fantastic. Very heavy. So heavy, in fact, that you have to reverse flick it at the very southern end of that hole right there. This is a sub $300 overbuilt knife in M390. This knife has very little competition, if any. There's a link in the description for it. Very good. The one time Miguron branches out, I love it. And let me tell you, it has a secret brother, but it's not available yet. It's coming. I'll give you a hint, because I named it. Only 275 people in here are going to know this. I named this knife and its brother because they asked me. This is the Arma. What's its brother's name? Come on, somebody can figure it out. Arma. Geddon. The brother of the Arma is called the Geddon, and it's yet to release. I told him it'd be cool to do a two-part. Armageddon has 2 syllables, so we might as well name the brothers Armageddon. Isn't that fun? Let me tell you, the Geddon is going to be much. The Geddon will be bigger. We were playing around with names. They're like, what do I call this? He's like, I'm going to do a 2-part. It's unofficially leaked information. It's not officially Metal Con. I just suggested the name to him. It's purely Miguron. I'm not taking any credit. They were like, what should we name these? And I just thought it would be fun. Because, I mean, it's so hard to, like, name knives, you know? The launch. Oh, yeah. God, we haven't talked about the Kershaw. How cool is Kershaw this year, right? Damn. What an epic. God, so good, man. CPM M4. Tanto. Pure Edge. No serrations. OD Green. Black Track Tech. $150. Are you kidding me? Kershaw absolutely killing it in 2023. Taking the reins for USA made knives. Gorgeous. Got a little bit epic, fast horse pace metal music. So I think, right? We got we got a ranger on a horse in a thunderstorm, riding hard. Right? That's what it sounds like. You have like 7 of them. Here, I got my core 250 people in here. Let's do another 10 from me to you guys. I know who you guys are. I know you guys are the OGs. There we go. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you so much to all the knights, all the people who have been around for jeez, going on 6 years now, guys. Who'd have thought? I feel like it's not common for a YouTube channel to continue on for this long. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, so I really feel fortunate. I feel that. This is the time of the live stream where I get really mushy and I thank everybody and I get really weird, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, it's not lost on me. It's a big deal to me, guys, so thank you. "19 months from Rob's Nerdy Knives." That's amazing. It means so much to me that you guys are willing to not only... It's not about the money that you're paying me. It's recognizing... That's why I made it really inexpensive, because I like to see how long people have been here. It's nice to see that. that reaffirmation that we all crave, right? Get weird. I love it, man. This is so fun. This is why I do this. This is why I stay and hang out. If I had 2 to 3 hours every Friday night to hang out, I would literally do this for 2 to 3 hours. I have so much, all the best, all the crazy fun stuff I've tried to save to the end, and it's about, well, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. In my opinion, some of the wildest stuff is coming towards the end of the year. So, Mark, thanks so much for that donation, man. Appreciate it. What's the best kind of ship? A battleship. Can we all agree? The best type of ship is a battleship. I mean, watermelon ship doesn't sound as cool. Battleship sounds way cooler. Is that the end of the playlist? Oh, God. We need a new playlist. That was a great playlist. Or a great, let's see if we got more, like, long form. Here we go. Royalty-free metal compilation instrumental. Okay. There we go. Blue, yeah. You're not continental, but I think I can still probably do that. I always say continental, but the truth is, if you win and then after the fact you're like, I'm in Alaska, I'm still gonna ship it. It's a little more expensive, but it's fine. It's really what I'm afraid of is like shipping outside the USA. I can't do that. Right? It's I can get in trouble for that. So Doom Eternal, yeah, for sure. We didn't get to show off the skiff, man. I love the skiff. God, this is one of my favorite expensive purchases. One of the most justified hyper expensive purchases. This is a $2,700 USA custom. Damacor, Vanax Damacor, huge Zerkatide pivot, Zerkatide clip, and then the purple anno spacer. I love this knife. One of the most crisp detents ever. So good. You have my dream job. I have my dream job. I'm not even gonna pretend. Like there's literally no other job in the world I'd rather have. I have no idea how this ended up. Like I literally wake up and I have to check and make sure like am I still running a knife YouTube channel for a living? Like is that really my reality? And I'm not trying to gloat or brag. It's just such an unbelievable thing. Like this, I love this. Like I get to do this. This is amazing. So I'm always gonna put maximum effort into it. I'm always gonna put all of my passion into it because this is what I love. Every day is just a huge blessing. So I got to try and do everything that I can possibly do to give back to the people who have supported this. You'll always get 2 uploads a day from me, and you'll always get live streams, and I'll always give stuff away. As long as I can do this, that's what I'll do. Exactly. Why would I not go hard? Go hard as long as I can. Oh, you got a membership. Nice. Congrats, Tanner. Just got here and poured a fresh whiskey. There you go. Patreon link is, so if you open the description, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 links down. It says my Patreon in the description. It's flattering, you guys. Like Tanner said, he said my name. It's flattering that you think of me that way, but I promise you, if you met me, you'd be like, it's just another guy who likes knives. I promise you, if I ever go to a blade shop and I meet you guys, there's not going to be any difference between any of us. I am the same as you, but I run a YouTube channel. That's the only difference. Any of you could technically do the same thing. Right, those two words don't really go together, like knife and celebrity. Theory, Gagnon, thank you very much for joining Knights of the Round. Knights Razor Swords for Theory. He joined back in. He was a knight. He's got the green helmet. Razor Swords. It is a Micron titanium flipper, but it's special because it's a 1/4 inch thick. Such a cool overbuilt knife. And when they told me, he said, we have our knives heat treated the same factory as Riot. Pretty cool. Max bench. We talked about that earlier. The best 1 rep was like 355, and the best multi-rep, which was my most recent, I think I did it maybe a year ago, or maybe like a little over a year ago, was 295 for 9 was my best multi-rep. You say only 295? Listen, as far as I'm concerned, if you can bench press your body weight for 1 rep, you're stronger than the vast majority of people. The vast majority of people cannot bench press their own body weight. So if you can bench press your body weight or more, you're strong in my book. Doesn't really matter how much or how many reps. Yeah, body weight definitely determines that. Genetic predispositions, all of that. If you're not good at something, you're probably good at something else. Everybody's got different predispositions. I barely got the 9th rep. It was such a struggle. The second half, the top half of the 9th rep on 295 was absolutely awful, and it was so tilted. And I also lifted my ass off the bench, so technically it probably doesn't count. But Vision FG with Flytanium scales would be excellent. I wish that Original Goat would make scales for the Flytanium or the Civivi Vision FG. That would be awesome. Oh, my arms were shaking like crazy, man. I remember my wrists were sore the next day from holding the position, holding my knuckles forward, trying not to let my wrist break back. And that muscle on the outside of my wrist right here, like that was just so sore the next day. The Glycon is my favorite Microtech OTF, period. It's so good. And it just looks awesome. God, what a badass looking OTF. Give me a sec. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. And listen, if you guys got to go, you're not going to hurt my feelings, but go hang out with Bees or whoever else is live. I'll come back, though, for anybody who wants to hang out. I wish I'd have known that there was such good copyright-free metal music on YouTube, I would play this more often. I mean, I know it's not the most popular choice. Oh, look at you, sweethearts. I went on a bathroom break, and I only lost 3 of you. You guys are so nice. You guys want to see the sword again? I want to talk about that sword. First USA fully handmade custom sword. So good, man. Such a sick looking blade. So good. Look at that. Look at the long handle. It's a full 2-hander. It's a short blade for a 2-hander, but I saw this option for the build. The scabbard's nice too. Wood. But like I saw the option and I was like, man, that's so cool. Steel for the sword is 1075. I did a bunch of research and there's like 3 steels that are preferred for like forging a really durable sword. I think it's 50, 160, 1075, and then 1060, and every now and then they do 1095, but they get nervous about it because they have to keep it so consistent. 1090, all these steels are not expensive steels, but they're ideal for swords, and they heat treat them at a lower Rockwell so they can flex and they can take impact. And it's so funny because it's such the opposite of the knife world. Like they absolutely cannot make swords out of like S90V or M390 or any of these premium stainless steels because they'll shatter for what you're going to use a sword for. So like while 1075 is nothing for a pocket knife, it's like one of the most ideal steels that you would use in a sword if it's heat treated properly. Exactly. Toughness and flexibility and impact resistance is favored above everything. They don't want hard, yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah, a Rex 45 sword. I watched a really interesting video where the guy talking about swords, like somebody asked him, like, can you make a sword out of some of these premium pocket knife steels? And he said, technically, yes, but the heat treat has to be low and it has to be so consistent and so perfect that it's almost impossible to do at the length of blade because it just, there's so much more involved at that length of blade, and you have to consider the difference between the edge and maybe the center of the blade, and there's so much more to consider. And it's just so interesting. The sword craft is an entirely different universe, and I'll be honest, I know absolutely nothing about it. I'm just very interested. That sword purchase was 6 months of like spending time trying to understand where I wanted to put my money, and I ended up with Sabersmith. A year for new knives, right, Rich? Oh my God, a truer statement has not been spoken. 2023 was an amazing breath of fresh air. It's like we finally came up from the surface and we're like, oh my God, all these new companies coming up with amazing things. 2023 has just been absolutely incredible. It makes my job super fun. 1060 is common for cold steel. Yep, and it's a great steel apparently for making swords. I own, let me count, they're all over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 swords. I'm going to turn this down just a bit so I can hear if the garage door opens, because that means that's my cue to come upstairs. It's Chiefs, not Chiefs. What's the handle look like on the sword? It's hand leather wrapped here. That's what I really wanted was black on black, because they do a bunch of different things, and I said I want a black leather base with black leather wrapped, and I want their ball pommel because I thought this looked the best. That's really cool. There's no screw or anything. Really cool. And this is all welded. Like the way that they do the cross guard is welded. Really cool. Beautiful. Look at this. Hollow ground. Double hollow ground. You never see that on swords. It's not ideal apparently, but just beautiful. So beautiful all the way down to the tip. Mall Ninja ready. Yeah, actually, you say The Witcher. I was really intrigued by the swords he used. Because he had a sword, one of his swords had a longer handle, but it was still a short blade. Like, relatively. It was almost like, it was like a hand and a half or a two-hander, but that had like a shorter than normal longsword blade, and I was like, that is so interesting. The blade isn't like period accurate super long for a longsword, but it has an extended handle. And I was like, man, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like, you know what I appreciate about the Stitch? I like the blade to handle ratio. It's not the same ratios, but it's just like a shorter blade than what you'd expect for how much handle you get. I really like the amount of room that I have on it. I feel like if I was going to swing that thing, it makes it a little more wieldy, and there's so much weight in the blade because it doesn't taper. It's the same width all the way out to the final taper out at the tip. So it's definitely a heavy sword. I have no idea. I don't know how to use the sword. I just like how it looks. It's got that fantasy element that I like. It's not too crazy, but it's definitely, it looks like, swords from all the video games and movies and TV shows that I like. So, what's my thoughts on the Medford Praetorian T and S90? I'll give you guys my honest opinion. I love Medford knives. And I've tried to be supportive of Medford over the years, but it's just, I don't know, man. I think he makes great knives. Whatever you think about the guy, like I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Greg, but everybody's different. We all have different perspectives. So we live in, if you're like me, you live in the United States. You can think and do what you want. We're free. But the truth is, if I'm judging by the quality of his product, he makes good knives. So if you like it, then buy it. It's your money. But if we're talking about the quality of the knife, then I can't lie. He makes really nice knives. So there you go. I hope you can respect that, my little corner here. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. In the beginning, I don't think he made nearly as nice a knife. But here lately, yeah, his knives are really nice. Quality's there. He's got his own style, but the execution, the machine work is very nice. You have to like that style, though. That's a pretty good statement, Anthony. I agree. I think that he does respect life, and I know that's a broad statement. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but I think that somewhere in there is a genuinely good person. I think he has a hard time expressing that, and I think he makes a lot of mistakes. But I like the idea of forgiveness. I don't like the idea of eternal damnation. I don't like the court of public opinion sort of damnation thing. That always makes me feel like that's how we end up destroying ourselves, is some sort of culminating court of public opinion event. So I think the best thing to do is try to forgive when we can. But yeah, so there you go. Oh yeah, we got to do more metal for sure. Well, I mean, what did he do to get canceled? I don't know. I mean, is he really canceled? He's fine. Right? I mean, it depends on who you ask. If you ask somebody who no longer buys his products, he's canceled. If you ask somebody who does, he's still here. But the fact of the matter is, he's definitely still here, and he's definitely still doing just fine, as far as I can tell. So, I think he gained some consumers, and he lost some consumers. He made a t-shirt that people didn't like, and he said some things that people didn't like, and then people thought what they thought. There's a lot of people making knives, and we're all human beings, and we all have different thoughts, and people are more or less outspoken. Let's imagine for a second a world where everybody says exactly what they think all the time. Suddenly, tomorrow, you wake up, and everybody on planet Earth says exactly what they think 24/7. Can you imagine that? We'd have a lot more Greg Medfords than people would care to admit. Not saying I fully support everything, but there are parts of Greg Medford that I do agree with. Not everything. No, but there are parts of everybody that I can sympathize with. Yeah, it's called Twitter. We already kind of live in that world, but we're a little bit reserved, and we always wear a mask. Everybody wears a little bit of a mask on social media. You guys get much less of a mask, you know, when I'm on my live streams, but people, no matter how blatant they are, we always reserve a little bit. Everybody holds back a little bit. I think Greg Medford is a person who holds back almost nothing. Not saying I agree, I'm just saying that's what I've observed. It's what it seems to be the case. You can think whatever you want. Knife to the left of the manual stitch. Yeah, the Meerkat. $158 for titanium and S90V. What a great little, almost kind of a little, it's not chunky, but it's bordering on chunky. What a great little, almost like a Spyderco Techno alternative. A little longer. S90V, $158. They do a good job with their S90V as well. Guys, we're at a 2 hours and 17 minutes for a live stream. Wow, it's got to be a record, right? You like that blue Shiro? Me too. The Vanax Shiro, the legendary Vanax Shiro. God, what a great purchase. What do these go for on secondary? I've never looked. I know what I paid for it, but what do they... Anybody know what they go for secondary? Not that I'm going to sell it. I'm just curious. Well, you guys are flattering me. There's still... You say you're popular. There's still 213 people hanging out here for no reason. Just to hang out. So I'm flattered by that. 1,700. Wow. 1,800 to 2,500? Are you kidding? Really? Wow. I'm never going to sell it. No, I have a rule with myself is that I will never calculate the total collection of my the total value of my collection. I don't want to do that. Number one, because I don't want to face what I've spent. Number two, I really legitimately don't want to sell this stuff. I want to give it to... My son has a legitimate interest in pocket knives, and my daughter thinks they're neat because they're pretty, but she's 5. But my son is old enough to understand and appreciate a little bit. And I would really like to give this to them, and then if they want to sell it or they want to keep it or whatever, when I'm gone, I'm gone. If I'm dead, I'm in the ground. Who cares? They don't have to run errands for me. They can do whatever they want, but I'd like to give him this stuff, and hopefully it's worth something. Or maybe my son goes, you know what? I'm going to use a different knife every day, and I'm going to beat the shit out of his knives and whatever. I want to be like, here's the thing that I did when I was younger, and now it's yours. You know. I don't know what it's worth. I'm not going to calculate it. I have no idea. I don't keep up on the secondary value of this stuff. I just like knives. I like the elements. I like the design elements, you know. And it's neat if they're worth more money, but a lot of the stuff I've bought has devalued, and that's okay with me too, you know. You want to be buried? Maybe I'll request that they bury me with a custom stitch. Maybe on my deathbed, I'm like, come here. And I grab my son's hand. I'm like, listen, don't use the stitch. And then I flatline. No, I mean, like, listen, like, if I go and my son's like, I'm putting that stitch in my pocket, I'm using it, I think I'd be flattered. I'd be like, that's what you EDC now. That's your EDC knife, man. I die and he EDCs the stitch. Yeah, maybe he'll EDC the sword. Maybe he'll have to. Maybe that's the world he ends up living in. I hope not. But maybe. I mean, he'll have his pick. I got a few swords. LC200N would be a good steel to be buried with. That's an interesting topic for a title. Top 10 knives that would be ideal to be buried with. Just corrosion resistance and like symmetry to the body. An LC200N Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis is the ideal knife to be buried with. Perfect symmetry to the body for the burial position, I guess if you're an Egyptian. And it can't rust. We need another playlist. Oh boy, we ran out of that one so quick. That was a good one. We have something else here. Dark Techno EBM Industrial Bass Titan, copyright free. Okay, sure.
No living being should ever eat processed food.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I eat a lot of processed food. Okay, I have no idea what this is. This is what we're gonna play. It needs to be robust enough to help break through the coffin if you get turned into a zombie. That's actually a really good point. Actually, a fantastic talking point for that video. If you are turned while buried 6 feet under, what's the ideal geometry for breaking out of your coffin and digging through the, let's say 5 3/4 feet, right? You're 6 feet under. Is that 6 feet to the face of the coffin? Why is this not starting? Oh, that's why. I don't know if that's the right mood. Aggressive music mix. Metal step, industrial. Okay, I can do that. What the hell is metal step? I can't keep up with these genres. BCK says, where do you guys like to buy knives in the secondary market? Can you help answer that for him? No, this is not copyright free. This is Cell Dweller. I can't play this. No. Yeah, that's Cell Dweller. I can't play that. We'll go back to this playlist and play from the beginning. There we go. Nap Sale Discord is probably a great place. And my Patreon sales are also pretty good. And you also, if you patrons, I think don't know this or they're just afraid to do it. You guys are free to buy, sell, and trade on my Patreon. People, you can use my Patreon chat for that. I don't know if you guys use it. There's 800 people in there, and it's very rare that people do that. But you guys can post your knives for sale on my Patreon. You can chat and do all that. I'm not going to moderate it. There's no moderation whatsoever. So you guys, it's just like kind of honor system. But if you're a patron, if you're paying to be a member there, you're probably not going to screw that up, right? If I find somebody to be a bad apple, then I'll remove them, but I've never had to do that. I've got 800 patrons or so, and they are all, as far as I can tell, excellent people. I've never had a problem. I'm not trying to sell you a Patreon membership, but, oh, hold on. Oh, that's the garage door. So that's my cue, guys. Hey, it's been an excellent evening. Thank you so much for being a part of this and supporting this channel. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.